Dot Ikweregelachiru, all the way from Talk to Dot. How's everyone doing this lockdown period? I hope you're fine and I hope you're keeping well and all that. Just a bit of an update of what's been going on here in the UK as well, around the world. And I did say this in, I think it was February, and I said in cases of a lockdown, global pandemic, where people have to be isolated together, a lot of things are going to go up. So literally I said domestic abuse is going to go up, animal cruelty will go up, mental health will go up, child abuse will grow up. And I said, if you are in an abusive situation, a relationship, know that you're not alone. You need to talk to someone. If you have no one else to talk to, you can talk to Dot. Because I know for a fact that one of the major tools of the abusers is isolation. So domestic abuse is reported more between 6 p.m. at night and 9 a.m. in the morning, and that's because that's when both parties are isolated together. So imagine, and weekends obviously, so imagine a situation where people are locked together 24/7. Remember that a lot of cases of abusers, there's a little bit of mental health in there, there's a personality disorder. So being locked up with an abusive person, whoever is being abused, be it the man or the woman, will suffer more. The children as well will go through so much trauma you cannot even imagine. Now, the reports from China and America when the lockdown started was, the first thing was that the inquiries for domestic abuse had spiked. Likewise in the UK, we took our time to get there. And obviously, there's 14 people that have been killed since the lockdown started. There was the man who stabbed his wife in front of the house. There is a man who shot himself, and shot his children as well. There was the one who stabbed his wife and his daughter and then, burnt the house up, burnt himself in there alive. So there's all kinds of things going on, the national domestic line is so overwhelmed that they can't even deal with it. There's so many initiatives going on, you understand? So there's 14 people, God rest God, God keep them at peace, these 14 people that have been killed. But this is what it is with domestic abuse. It doesn't get better, it gets worse. If you are in an abusive situation, I know how difficult it is to get to that stage where you can actually, as they say, man up and go away and walk away. But if you are in that situation, you need to reach out to someone, a friend, a family member, or somebody that can do something to help you get out. If you know someone who you think might be in an abusive situation, this is the time that you need to reach out to them or find a way to get in their business and try to rescue them, because you need to understand that the level of trauma, the level of mind games and manipulation that has gone on for years in abusive homes is the reason why a woman who is being abused cannot come out. Now understand me, a lot of times when people talk about domestic abuse, they focus on women. It's not like men don't get abused. Men get abused, but the higher level, the higher end of the physical violence comes towards women. So women are on the higher end, higher receiving end of domestic violence than men are. So literally, a woman who is an abusive woman who tries to abuse a man will use the psychological and emotional way or methods of abusing. Men as well use the psychological and the emotional way of abusing women. But the thing is, with a man, when he no longer can control the woman, he resorts to physical violence. So this is why a lot of times you have more cases of women getting killed as a result of domestic violence than men. And this is why a lot of times when people talk about domestic violence, they talk more about women. So they're not saying, and I'm not saying that men don't get abused, but people focus on the women's point of view because there's more women dying. And a lot of times when there is a crime where a family is killed, it is usually on the higher end that the man had killed his family and then himself. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I keep saying this, if you know you're in an abusive situation, you're not alone. It's happening everywhere. It's happening to the best of us. You understand? It's happening to the best of people. You need to find a way to talk to someone, okay? Domestic abuse, it is deadly. It will kill you. These people don't get better, they get worse, especially with age. They get miserable, they get cranky, and when they feel like they can no longer control a person, note that abuse is about power and control. When they feel like they can't control you in any way, when they lose it, when they feel like they're no longer on top of their game, they take it out on the person that they have manipulated and controlled for so long, and that person is you. Remember, 14 people have been killed as a result of domestic abuse. If you are in an abusive relationship, know that it is not your fault and you are not alone. Talk to someone, and if you have no one else to talk to Dot. I'm all over social media, I'm all over YouTube. My website is there at the bottom, www.doctordot.com. Get in touch and let's see how we can work together to help you. If you are in an abusive situation, know that it is never your fault and you are not alone. Please reach out, talk to someone. If you got no one else to talk to Dot. One love, peace, guidance, and respect.